Over the last few days, Bitcoin has been surging, breaking out well above $20,000 to new all-time highs, and I think it will continue to run much higher over the next year and over the next decade. In my opinion, Bitcoin deserves a place in any growth-oriented investor's portfolio with a 5 to 10 year time horizon. In this video, I will explain my reasoning behind this claim and why I think Bitcoin is setting up for a historic bull market run. I won't be going into the technical aspects behind Bitcoin, what makes it a good store of value, or how it works. These are very interesting topics that I might discuss at some point, but in this video, I simply want to outline how the supply and demand dynamics for Bitcoin have fundamentally and permanently changed for the positive, and why you might want to consider owning some Bitcoin if you don't already. First of all, I want to make it very clear that I'm not an active cryptocurrency trader, though I have traded cryptos in the past. I'm not here to hype up Bitcoin or any other crypto, or to try to sell you some course that will make you rich quick. If that's what you're looking for, there are a limitless quantity of folks out there who would be happy to take your money. I invest with a very long-term time horizon, and most of my money is in high-quality, low-risk dividend growth stocks. I don't make short-term decisions with my money, and I'm not trying to get rich quick, but I do believe that a portfolio with a long time horizon should have some exposure to growth, including to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is already up 200% this year and over 500% from the lows of around 4,000 in March. The parabolic rise in price might lead you to believe that this is just another bubble forming in crypto that will soon pop, and I think that idea is half right. There may be another bubble forming, but I believe this is just the beginning. First, there is the chart, which looks very promising. After a huge rally this year, Bitcoin took a bit of a breather and began consolidating in a clear ascending triangle pattern, which it has broken out from over the last 2 days, already popping over 20% as of this video. To me, this is as good as it gets in terms of a confirmed breakout. The 20K mark clearly represented important resistance, as it was also where Bitcoin topped in 2017. That's not to say there won't be corrections. I'm sure there will be many to come, but honestly, I don't think we will ever see prices in the 4 digits for Bitcoin again. The fundamental difference between the latest Bitcoin rally and the parabolic bubble we saw in 2017 are the market participants. The last big Bitcoin bull market was fueled almost exclusively by retail investors, while the new bull market has introduced big institutional players into the game that are gobbling up all the newly mined Bitcoin and causing the price to skyrocket. Retail investors have barely participated in this rally. If we take a look at the Google Trends data, which measures how many times people search for something on Google, we can see that we're currently not even close to the levels of interest in Bitcoin that were achieved in 2017. And yet Bitcoin is at a new all-time high. To me, this indicates a lot more room to the upside. We have yet to see the massive flood of retail traders that signals a true bubble in Bitcoin. And as the price continues to climb, public interest will again grow and retail investors will pour in and send the prices to new heights, especially considering all of the new ways people have to access Bitcoin. Bitcoin first exploded into the public consciousness in a major way 3 years ago, and many people who are hearing about it for the first time were very skeptical. Warren Buffett famously called Bitcoin rat poison and claimed that cryptocurrencies basically have no value because they don't produce anything. The reception from institutional players back then was almost universally negative, and I think this skepticism was warranted, if perhaps a bit misguided. Any revolutionary new technology should and will face opposition before it sees mainstream adoption. And with something as disruptive as an entirely new digital and decentralized asset class, it's not surprising that there would be skepticism and even legal challenges to its adoption, and I'm sure we will continue to see these challenges into the future. However, fast forward to 2020 and Bitcoin has started to gain institutional adoption at a rapidly accelerating pace. In 2017, JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon referred to Bitcoin as a fraud. Now in 2020, JP Morgan analysts see a $600 billion catalyst for Bitcoin as institutions start to flood in. PayPal and Square are some of the most obvious examples. They have been gobbling up nearly the entire supply of newly mined Bitcoin this year and don't show any signs of slowing down. Pantera Capital has estimated that within 3 weeks of launching cryptocurrencies on their platform, PayPal was already responsible for purchasing an incredible 70% of the new supply of Bitcoin. But they are far from the only ones. Mass Mutual, an insurance company, purchased over $100 million in Bitcoin. Guggenheim Partners said that it may invest up to $530 million in Bitcoin with a price target of $400,000. Visa has partnered with multiple cryptocurrency companies, including Coinbase and Binance, to offer debit cards with Bitcoin cashback rewards. All this adds up to a very clear picture in my mind. Bitcoin is going mainstream both for the public and institutions. For institutions, Bitcoin is now becoming widely accepted as a viable system for the secure transfer and storage of wealth and is on a path to truly become a de facto digital gold. More hedge funds, insurance companies, pension funds, and global wealth managers will start to buy Bitcoin and lead to an unprecedented level of institutional demand for the currency. And as this acceptance of Bitcoin grows, the same institutional investors will bring accessibility to Bitcoin to the masses. Bitcoin has always been accessible to anyone with an internet connection, but the adoption by mainstream financial institutions now opens the doors to people that might not have been as tech savvy or simply didn't know about or trust Bitcoin. Now anyone who uses Cash App or PayPal can access Bitcoin. You can earn Bitcoin as a reward on your Visa card. These things give Bitcoin a level of legitimacy and ease of access that we have never seen before. These factors mean that the demand for Bitcoin should only grow, and that the price will inevitably need to rise to meet this demand. I don't know how long Bitcoin will ultimately be around for, but I am very confident that at least over the next decade, Bitcoin will probably offer some of the best returns of any asset class out there. Of course, huge opportunity always carries risk with it, so I will not personally be investing a very large portion of my capital in Bitcoin. But in my opinion, almost any portfolio should at the very least have a small allocation to Bitcoin. I think that the long-term upside opportunity is so immense that it completely outweighs the potential for downside, and sometimes extreme volatility that comes with investing in cryptocurrencies. I'm not advocating trading Bitcoin actively, that's not really what I do here. I prefer a long-term investing approach. If you choose to invest in Bitcoin, I think you should just buy some, put it in the cupboard, and forget about it for at least the next 5 years. Let me know what you guys think about investing in Bitcoin. I know this topic is a little different from the stock analyses I usually do, but I want to provide a more well-rounded approach to investing on this channel. If you'd like to see more similar content, let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you got some value out of the video today. Thank you all for watching. I will catch you in the next video.